So I grew up in the church. Uh, it was just one of the things we had to do as kids in a black household. They grandma and them didn't play that, so they made sure we go to church. They made sure we was in Sunday school. They made sure we was baptized. But at that time, I was really just getting a lot of morals and my principles and my values, but I didn't understand what church was. I didn't understand what Christ was. Um, Fast forward in life, uh, right when COVID happened. Now I've been going to church off and on up until this point, but COVID kind of did something to me because my grandma, and my granddad used to always tell me, "Don't get left behind." Talking about the rapture. So you know how when you grow up, your parents say little stuff to you that might be in the Bible, but some stuff just stick to you, and you be like, man. So it was our first time in life seeing that amount of rate of people dying the way they was. You know what I'm saying? So I just kept hearing my grandma's voice in my head, like, "Don't get left behind." So, so put that with COVID, and I was just like, man, you know what? Let me sit down and really just read it now. I'm a lot older. I can understand a lot of things. Let me try to read this book now. Let me read it. You feel me? So that what made me got into it. And once I started reading, I couldn't put it down. So and it did something to me. Um, it did something to me once I learned about the Holy Spirit, Jesus, and how they operate with us in the world, and finding out why we got to experience struggle, why we got to like for example, the Adam and Eve story. I didn't realize how significant that story was to our today's life. Like for an example, when they ate from the tree of life. Well, before they did that, it was God had a perfect world. So when they did that, it brought sin into the world. So now we got to experience pain. We got to experience death. We got to experience getting sick. We got to experience seeing kids get raped and all this stuff happening that we seeing and people questioning. But if you know the word and if you believe in it, you understand why. Because the only way to beat sin is death. That's the only thing that's promised to us. So that's why I say that on that one song that y'all see me perform. But I look at that and say, ain't no man excluded. I don't care how much money you got in your pocket. We all experience something. We all have a journey. We all have to be delivered for something. And I just try to use the bad as good now. And I realize I got to live outside of my emotions. I got to live outside of my feelings now. I got to live with God feelings, with God perception. He gave us a perception to follow. So now I'm beating myself up in this world because growing up, I trained myself all the negative, bad stuff as we do. You know what I'm saying? As kids, learned all the bad stuff, but didn't learn no good principles. So now I had to reshape myself in a good value system, follow this good value system, follow what he wants us to follow, if that makes sense. And the biggest thing that kept me on my journey, because I felt like I really felt something from God, from the spirit. Like when I rap, when I be on stage, man, I be like really in his spirit. But that be me spreading the gospel because he said you build treasures in heaven the more you talk about them to people. So with that, with that being said, so now this is my mindset. Now I'm bringing my son into the picture now. Uh, so this DJ, my son, he passed away at 11 years old. He had autism. Um, so I'm heavy in the autism community. And when I had him, that kind of really slowed my life down and kind of made me pay more attention to things like autism and, you know, things like that. And when he passed in his sleep. And he used to experience certain things like seizures and on a daily basis and different things like that. Good kid. After his seizure, he bounced right back, smiling, playing again, like he was just total innocent. And in my heart and in what I believe, he got to be in heaven. And he put the pressure on me to make sure I got to do what I got to do so I can see him again. You know what I'm saying? So that's kind of what I move by now, because I ain't trying to compare myself to God and nothing like that, but this probably one of the worst pains I ever felt, losing my only son. You know what I'm saying?
What's one of the greatest experiences you ever felt ever?
One of the greatest experience? One of the greatest experience. One of the greatest experience I ever experienced was when my grandparents was alive. We spent Christmas over my grandma's house, and my granddaddy's birthday is on Christmas Eve. So we used to always party over there, you know, before the cell phones and all that stuff came out. We had pagers. So we had to actually go drive and go see our family. It ain't like we could go on Facebook and see your family members. So we used to always look forward to gatherings, and that Christmas Eve gathering was always special to me. All my family, whole family over there, we shooting pool, we playing games. But then at 12 at night, everybody opened up their Christmas gifts they got from everybody. That was probably one of the best experiences that I experienced, you know. That came to the top of my mind when you said that. Yeah.
Where can people find you?
You can find me on IG. I am changing narratives, like IAM_changing_narratives. You can find me on Facebook. I'm building my Facebook. I'm trying to get wrapped to the social media thing, man. Because I ain't really in this to be famous. I just want to be able to spread this word, because I've always been rapping, but I've been rapping the other way. I've been rapping for the devil, so now I'm rapping for God. So now I got the talent, you know what I'm saying? But I ain't in this for fame. I'm in this just to spread his name, you know what I'm saying? And do it in a way where I know our inner city youth will hear it. And when they hear it, I just want to spark their brain and let the Spirit do the rest. I'm in headspace, man. This is my first time being here, but it's more of an art gallery. They got different types of glasses and snowboards, as you can see. They got Pokemon cards, a variety of things in here, man. You can come in here. It's like a one shot for all, especially if you into the art culture. You feel me? Shout out to my boy Kazi behind the camera. Kazi, a good dude. We linked up. I performed for him. We did something for the youth in the hood, and I team up with anybody who doing something for the youth, man. The youth is our future, so it's important what we embed in them. My boy Kazi brought me on board, built a relationship, built a good rapport, and now we're doing another event, which is this Saturday, the anti-bully event. Speaking to the youth, I heard we're supposed to have a couple people in the building, like Mama Grizzly, and I'm coming to do my part. You know what I'm saying? Coming to do my part. Everybody do their part, and we're gonna make something happen.
House on the moon, fiends fighting them demons. Don't pick up that spoon. You playing with them spirits when you hot off them shrooms. Can't believe he swept the whole block with no broom. That's why you gotta stay prayed up. Read that Bible, build your faith up. Holy Spirit, show you what you made of. He took his life to save us. Yeah, you got faith with no works. I put scriptures in my verse, turned the bar into a church. When I get convicted by the Spirit, I be hurt. The Spirit got me lifted, looking down at the earth. I just want my soul, don't want nothing in this world. Already got a wife, I want nothing with you, girl. I gotta get delivered off this tree, I'm like a squirrel. When I meet God, Jesus gonna be my referral.